Hello, everybody. Checking audio levels. Hope you're doing good. My goodness. Right. Hello, Kyle. Hello, Andrew. Practice is about to end. I don't have a lot of speed. We're probably going to be racing for 7th, possibly 6th, depending on how the race goes. And hopefully, if the cards fall in our hands, we're able to get a top 5. If I get a top 5, I'm going to be pretty freaking happy. But just don't have it here. But it's a longer race. It's only one race tonight. 155 laps. Takes us about 18 seconds to get 17 point something seconds to get around the track. So those will go pretty quickly, but we do have to stop for fuel at least once. Everybody has a set of tires as well. So, get to qualifying.
Pit lane speed limit is 30 miles per hour. Okay,
again, I hope
we've got
sound levels are all good.
Let's get this done.
If they aren't, let me know, and I'll try to fix them after I qualify. Two laps of qualifying. Here we go.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 90 Fahrenheit. P5. Your lap time was 17.5.
Dang it. Oh. Lost all our speed trying to stay off the wall there. Oh well.
You're now 0.4 off the leader's pace.
Probably got some second laps coming in. No way I qualified 5th. I don't know where gold is. Probably still has to run.
What's your speed limit in the pits? Box in for 3. Left front 116 Fahrenheit. Right front 130. Left rear 120. Rear right.
Hello, Shaffy. Sound seems good to you. Hopefully our spotter was also... Yeah, I see spotter. Alright then. I'm leaving that. Yeah, we've got 155 laps. Should be about a 45-minute race. There are cautions. We got one fast repair, one set of tires in the pits. We do have to stop for fuel at some point. I think a fuel run is like around 100 laps, if I remember correctly. And at the end, we do have 3 green-white checkers. That could happen if a caution comes out before the white flag is taken, so... Looks like we still have... Nope, everybody's good to go. All right. Congratulations to Carpenter on another bonus point winning qualifying. 17.05. Nice job. Cool on front row with him. We got 155 laps. This is our single race, long race night. And we will have to pit at least once for fuel. I think a fuel run's just under or around 100 laps or something like that. And but you know, you do your thing, don't go off of me. And we have one set of tires in the pits as well as one fast repair and 3 green white checkers at the end if we need it. First start will be on green, the rest will be on the leader as usual. And if anyone has any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll advance shortly. Thanks for coming out tonight, everybody. Silence. Oh, I gotta take my sweatshirt off. Go. All right.
That's the end of the session. P7.
So we're starting 7th. Interesting when everyone pits. So we get our fuel window information. Get a caution anywhere in that. You know, everyone's stopping in. They don't want to get caught on old
90
tires. If
seconds.
you can't guarantee a yellow later on, you don't want to have to pit under green when everyone else was able to under yellow, that's for sure.
We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them. 155 laps.
On everybody?
This is a rolling start. We need to follow car number 78 in the outside column.
Oh man, I already
Race
feel
car
exhausted
speed is
coming into this one.
33 miles per hour.
It's gonna be this is gonna be a fight, this race. Thank everybody who came out to watch. Obviously, can't talk too much during green, but under yellows and so on, we'll try to discuss when I'm not pitting. All right, here we go.
Okay, Robert, get ready. Floor it. Got a car outside. You're clear outside. Car high. He's still there.
You
Still
don't want to
there.
get stuck on the outside at this track.
Still there. Clear high. Car high. 6th place. Clear outside. Car outside. Hold your line.
Poor Kyle.
Hold your line.
Absolutely
Clear high.
got shuffled. He'll get us
P5.
back later.
Car in front
He's
of
good
us
at
is
saving
Colvin, car number
saving
17,
tires.
A license, and their rating is 2.4.
Sorry, Reno, buddy.
I forgot to switch to all teams.
That's a new fastest lap for
Not good.
Stone, 17.3.
All good.
I also forgot to switch off fast repair.
Our fuel window opens on lap 42. It'll close on lap 1:15. Fastest lap for Golda, 17.2. The guy behind has just done a 17.4.
Not a bad start. Kyle finally got down to the bottom. He's got some space. Something happened back there because Orndorff was gone. I don't know if they, or did they just slow each other down enough battling like that. I'm afraid to mess with things while I'm racing, so I'm just gonna not do that. If a yellow happens, then I just gotta remember, because I forgot. But you know what? It stays on all teams automatically now because I finally fixed that in the settings, so we're good. All right, concentrate. We're starting to lose them.
P5.
Got a little loose there.
You've just done a 17.6. That lap was a 17.5.
I keep trying to use that to turn my car down there, but I keep getting so loose it's kind of scary, so I don't know if I should do that. I try to get on that apron just a little bit to help me turn. But sometimes I don't get enough giddy up out of the turn. I'm getting a little loosey-goosey from it. I don't know if I'm just not getting on the gas quick enough as these guys or what. I don't understand. Why am I so much slower?
Carlo.
I got on the gas a little too early there.
Still there.
All right, we got to make
Careful,
this as
clear low.
painless as possible. Oh my goodness.
We're under caution. Pit's closed. Pace car's out. Line up single file behind car number
Lap 16.
78. We think Lothar and Clayton have gone off in turn 1.
Let's turn this off.
The pace car is in turn 3. Full course yellow. Pits are open.
I was at the back of the field. You might as well kind of stop for fuel. Just like you shorten up your stop. Or honestly, the fuel doesn't... I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know if I should take left sides either.
Gotta love the timing of that. Now I'm stuck on the outside again.
Yeah, I felt bad watching you fall into the pit of despair there.
Yeah, tried to stay low and block any other move, but I think he went down to the apron on me, which is fair game.
Pace car is out. Pits are
wasn't
closed.
expecting it.
I don't know. I mean, if it's greens flag pit stops, I'm only taking the right sides. But if it's under yellow, I don't know if I care if I take both sides or not. I'd still lose the spots,
Car
but
number 18 in the outside lane. Okay, Robert, get ready. Race
we
will resume at the
got
end of
saved
this lap.
there because we got to stay ahead of Kyle. We get to be on the inside lane. That's huge for us. Okay, there we go.
The pace car has just left. Green flag. Outside, B6. He's still there. He's still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear. Got a car high. Still there. P5. Still there.
Oh,
Clear outside.
ooh,
Sorry, man.
all good.
All
all
right,
good.
Robert, we've just cut the track. The car in front is Clayton.
Dang
car
it.
Number 0.
Oh, I was
8
battling for
races,
fourth
and the
position.
rating is 1.8. P9.
It wasn't. Those weren't spots I was like really foreseeing myself holding on to throughout the entire race. But
The gap
the
ahead is
further
now
up I could get
4.0 seconds.
to just like hold on to positions, like they'll eventually get past me, but it'll take a lot of work and a lot of time. So I was just like, man, if I could get up to 4th, that we just got a barricade behind us, and then they eventually get past us, but it's so far into the race that like it saves us some spots. But you know, that's all out the window. It's
I wasn't
okay.
trying to get 3 wide there. I was getting ready to back out of it, but I don't know what happened. We touched before I was able
The
to, I
gap in
guess.
front is now 4.2 seconds.
You're all good, dude. I ain't toasty. I'm just glad I didn't wreck.
Still think so.
All right. Oh, Luther's already down a lap, so we're P9. Man, he was probably hoping for a yellow, just get the lucky
The lap
dog.
time was at 17.9. The gap to Clayton in front is now 4.2.
Man, what a good start too. I was nice and aggressive on the restarts. We kept getting lucky on the inside.
E9.
It's all good. We might get a break still. Long race. The leaders are only 7 point something back, so we might go a lap down, but if the caution comes out, then we should get the lucky dog if we hold on long enough.
14 is now in the lead.
And we're only about 25-ish, 27-ish from the pit window. Keep an eye on.
The gap to P8 ahead is now 4.3 seconds. You've just done a 18.1.
I think I might have toasted up my tires spinning out. I think they're doing okay. I think they're going to come back to us. Let's take care of them. I can't fall into a trap where I try to drive like really ridiculous and just... What the heck happened? How did Luther get ahead of those two? They all make contact with each other?
That lap time was 17.9.
I can't just try to like drive hot laps over and over because I gotta make this run last. So I just gotta try to stay consistent
3.7.
and hope that a break comes our way. See Clayton up there. That's for
That
position.
lap time was 18.0. The gap in front is now 3.2 seconds. That was 17.9. The gap in front is now 2.7. That was 18.2. That last lap was 18.1.
We can get up to Clayton here. 2.3 ahead. I don't know if he has a little damage. Or maybe we're faster than I give
P1
myself credit
behind
for.
is now 4.8 seconds. 1 lap in front. That lap was at 18.0. The gap ahead is now 2.4 seconds.
Leaders are only 4 seconds back.
That lap was at 18.1. The gap to Clayton ahead is now 2.0 seconds. The gap to P1 behind is now 3.8. 1 lap ahead. Your last lap time was at
Look at us.
17.9.
Look at us. Unless he's just absolutely saving tires or something. He may have used a fast repair if him and Luther got into it in that first caution. So if he just got some more damage, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, something happened with him and Reno because all of a sudden Luther was ahead of both of them for a brief moment.
P1 behind is now 3.2 seconds. 1 lap ahead.
Appreciate you, bud.
Yeah, no problem.
That lap time was 18.2. The gap to Clayton ahead is now 1.8 seconds.
I really do love all the paint schemes we got in this season. They look so cool. Brings me back to like
The gap in front is now
being in my room
1.5
growing up
seconds.
playing dirt to Daytona.
That was a 17.9. The gap to P1 behind is
I
now
looked off to the
2.2
side for 1
seconds.
second.
1 lap ahead. That lap was at 18.4. The gap to P8.
The leaders are coming.
1.6.
I'm in a little bit of position here because if they get by me, they're pretty much getting by my competitors immediately, and I can't get the lucky dog then, so I really need to get ahead of somebody here. I think Clayton's giving Luther a little business too.
That last lap was at
He knows.
18.1. The gap to Clayton ahead is now 1.2. The gap to P1 behind is now 0.9. 1 lap in front.
We're finally catching up. I don't want Luther to shut the door there. Oh man, I'm not going to be there quick enough to take advantage of the inside lane. Maybe I am. No, the leader's behind us, but this is an important part of the race for these cars.
Car outside, clear high. Your lap time was 18.1. Car outside. Car low.
Oh no.
You're in the middle, 3 wide. Let this clear high. Car inside, clear all around. Inside. Inside's clear.
Sorry about that boop, Luther.
No worries, we survived.
The gap to 8th place in front is now 1.0.
Oh, he's blocking the leaders.
18.0. outside. Okay, Robert, the next car is Reno. Car number, you're clear outside. Car high.
We need to get...
P8.
Oh, we were right
Clear
on the back
outside.
bumper of Carpenter. We could get past. We need to get past Clayton now, in case the caution comes out.
You're really
Yeah, Nick, I
Clayton.
feel
The
violated.
gap is now 0.4.
Thank you, bud.
The driver in front of us is Clayton, car number 05,
sir.
A license, and their rating is 1.8.
I didn't have my time to put my hand out the window, so I figured that was it.
I got
The
you,
gap
man.
to P3. Behind is now 0.7. One lap ahead.
Oh no.
You've just done a 18.1. Car down low. Hold your line. P8. The gap to clear inside.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
You've just done a 18.8. The gap to P4. Behind is now 0.6. One lap ahead. Inside. Still there. The gap clear low.
You're off it.
That lap was a 18.4.
Feeling it. I'm feeling the tires. We're in the pit window. Oh, I look away for 1 second and then I do this. I waste so much time. Clayton just got a big lead there, 2 seconds ahead. We were making up so much ground on him too. I gotta get back in a groove here. Reno's behind us now. That really messed us up, letting everybody by. Get you out of your rhythm. All right, let's go. That's not what to do. Don't hit the wall.
The gap to E9 behind is now 1.5. You've just done a 18.
I wish we had a bigger field tonight. More
The gap
people to race
E5
against.
Behind is now 0.7. One
More lap
in front.
traffic.
Car low. Clear low. That lap time was 18.9.
Appreciate you, fellas.
Yep.
Yep.
The gap behind is now 1.8.
I just saw birds
Gap
flying
to
in the sky. That was
P6
actually
behind is now
so natural
1.0.
looking. It was
One
cool.
lap ahead. Your lap time was
I don't know
18.4.
what happened that
Full course caution.
and there it is. Clayton got the lucky dog.
The pace car is out. Line up single file behind car number 78.
Everyone's gonna be
Okay,
pitting.
Robert, pit window is open. We think that Lothar has binned it in
It's
turn
turn
4.
three.
We need to catch car number 78.
I don't know if I need the left
Pace
sides,
car's in turn 3.
but I'm gonna do it.
The leader, Golder, is pitting. We need to allow car number 78.
I'm
to
the lucky
pass.
dog candidate?
Follow car number 22. We need to let car number 22 to pass. The pace car is in turn 1.
I'll take the lucky dog.
The pace car
I
is
think
in
Clayton
turn
went in
3.
the pits when he wasn't supposed to,
Pits are open.
because he was a lap down.
Follow car number 14. Allow car number 14 to pass. The pit lane speed limit is 30 miles per hour.
Well, I took the left sides off just because, like,
Box now.
I didn't know how. I don't want to go a lap down again.
Front right, 63%. Front left, 96%.
All right, they're 96. It's okay. Just don't go a lap down. Don't go a lap down. This fuel? Come on, 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 come on.
Reno behind is pitting. The leader, Golda, is pitting. Follow car number 20. The pace car is in turn 1.
All right, we didn't change our left
Full
sides.
course yellow. Pits are open. Past
Where the heck
pace
are they?
car. The pace car's in turn 3.
Okay. But the 14 by. The heck is he doing back there? What happened to you, Nick?
Pace car's in this lap. Past the pace car.
No, I didn't take enough fuel, so I want to make sure before we go green again.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
Them's the brake.
All right, so we had 96 on the left front. It's going to feel a little weird, but the pit stop is done. Oh,
Okay, Robert. The pace car has just left. Green flag. We're racing. Black flag. Got a car outside. Clear high. 7th position.
I got a black flag for some reason.
I'm guessing it might be for passing or not getting in front of me, or I don't know.
Is that a clearing situation? I don't know.
To come in for this penalty in the next 3
What
laps.
is the black flag for?
It says passing on the inside, but I was at the end of the line.
I'd say just do it. Yeah, if it's passing the inside, it's probably me, because I was letting Lanier by whenever we went.
All right, thank you. I didn't want to do it without saying it out loud.
It's like one of those that, like, you know you're doing type of deal, and iRacing thinks you're doing it.
P7. The gap in front is now 1.4 seconds.
Maybe I had to be on the outside line and not the inside line. I don't know.
Okay, Robert. The next car is 1 lap behind.
I was supposed to be on the inside line, so whenever I let Reno by, I kind of slipped to the outside.
Your lap
and I
times
think
are
you
improving.
passed
This
on
is
the inside
exactly
of me
what we
before
need.
passed the finish line. That's what happened.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, sorry, that was kind of a last minute thing there.
The gap to Golda ahead is now 1.7.
All good. I just didn't want to feel cheap by clearing it, so I just wanted to throw it out there.
Right, the guy ahead of us is Stone, car number
Yeah, just pay us
18.
some cookies
B
after the
license.
race.
Yeah, I'll mail it. Yeah, I got real confused when Reno all of a sudden showed up. I guess I thought that was who I was supposed to be behind.
Ahead is
But
now
then it
1.8.
immediately went green. I didn't even see the next instruction, so I guess I was supposed to have Clayton
Your last
in
lap
front of
time
me
was
then.
17.6.
But it all happens right before the green, so I didn't even see it. It's all good. I need to get in the headspace of racing here now that I've been having this conversation out loud.
Got a car high.
Thank you, Luther.
Clear outside. The next car is Jonathan, car number 20, A license, and their rating is 1.8.
Alright, the field's right there.
The gap to Jonathan in front is now 2.0 seconds.
We got the lucky dog. I wonder why Clayton pit, unless that was a mistake. Because he would have had the lucky dog.
That lap was a 17.7.
I almost don't want to kill my tires trying to catch up to them right now. And like just kind of
18.1.
take care of them for a late run if we get a caution. But then the problem with that is also if you go a lap down to that type
The
thing.
gap in front is now 2.4 seconds.
So I don't know. A little bit of the wall.
The gap to Stone ahead is now 2.8 seconds.
I feel like everyone got real jumbled up there. Like Blaine was up in the front runners and he's in 6th. I don't even know what that
Your lap
caution
time was
was. Maybe it
17.7.
was Blaine. I don't know. Oh no, Luther, we passed him. He got in the wall or something.
The gap to Stone ahead is now 3.1 seconds. Okay, Robert, the next car is Stone, car number 18, B license.
Kind of stinks I had to deal with that
Ahead is now 3.8
flag clear
seconds.
right at the start of this run. I kind of didn't really have a chance to tag along with that front group.
The next car is Jonathan, car number 20, A license, and their rating is 1.8. The gap ahead is now 3.7 seconds. Car high. Clear high.
Thanks, Reno.
You're welcome.
See if we can make our way back
Guy in
up
front is 12
at
laps
all.
behind.
12 laps behind. Not an easy track to be like a newcomer and off the pace. Because, like, at a certain point, you're just letting people go the
Just
whole
done
time.
18.1.
I remember that feeling the first season I did league racing and this type of thing. At this point in the race, you just feel like a door. Everyone just passing on by. I was feeling
Car outside.
like racing, huh?
Clear high.
Did I start slowing down a little too much? Get a little lazy? I was trying to take care of my tires, but yeah. It's also like just the pedal play. Like, it's just a lot of, because you can't jam down. Like, if you see the greens, the throttle, and the brake is the red. I use the brake to turn the car a little
That
bit.
was,
It's a lot of throttle
18.2.
and brake movements, and I can definitely feel like my ankles by the end of these races feel a little tired. Which I remember was an issue a few years ago. I think I was streaming at that point. I was doing a lot of running, training wise, and then doing like those super long OCRP races when we were doing the almost like at least half length NASCAR races and so on. And I was running into like tendonitis issues in my ankles.
You've just done a 18.2.
Actually, I had to go to the doctor. They're like, what are you doing? I don't know.
That lap time was 18.4.
Clayton came alive. So weird. He like fell back and all of a sudden got back up on the wheel there. Unless he was saving tires or something.
That last lap was a 18.0.
A lot of laps at Langley. Oh my goodness, what did I do? 112, 155. We're getting there. Soon. Orndorff's keeping a good 6.5 second lead on us. Can't seem to cut into it. Luther pulled into the pits there. I went a little wide because I
That lap
wasn't
time
sure what was going on.
18.4.
Oh, he disconnected? Yeah, it's a tough track. He'll have more success at the later races in the season. They're larger tracks.
Car inside. He's still there. He's still there. That was a 18.4. Clear inside. The gap to P1 behind is now 0.4. 1 lap in front. Got a car low.
I actually was going to fight for the lead
Still
lap there,
Gap
but
to 6th place. Clear inside.
I messed up my turn. Turned into letting him go anyway.
That That
Because
lap
like
was
if I stay on the
18.9.
lead lap, we get a caution. I'm right back in this thing. At least right now I'm still lucky dog, but that's the battle for the lead right there. 77 and the 14.
Your lap time was a
Carpenter and
18.0.
and Gould.
The gap to P6
And
in
then
front is
Cleveland, the
now
points
10
leaders, back
seconds.
a little bit straight away behind us in third. Carpenter's 2 points behind in the standings.
The gap to P3 behind is now 1.1 seconds. 1 lap ahead. That lap was a 18.2. You've just done a 18.1.
It was kind of fun trying to fight back. I think I'm capped out at 7th, unless we get a caution. Bunch the field back up, but even then I'm starting behind lap traffic anyway,
Your
so.
last lap time was a 18.1.
But I think we've capped out at 7th. Not too bad for spinning out and going to the rear. No caution.
Got a car low. Clear low. The gap in front is now 10 seconds.
Thank you.
You got
The
it.
gap to P4 behind is now 2.8 seconds. 1 lap ahead. The gap ahead is now 10 seconds.
How far ahead is Orndorff for them? If a caution comes out, I just hope it comes out while we're still the lucky dog. That's all.
That was a 18.3.
Got 30 laps to go. It's almost over.
Your lap time was 18.2. The gap to Jonathan ahead is now 11 seconds. That lap time was 18.4. The gap to P4 behind is now 0.6, 1 lap ahead. Inside. Inside's clear. The gap to Jonathan
29 to
ahead is now
155.
12 seconds. The gap to P5 behind is now 0.9, 1 lap in front. You've just done a 18.4. The gap to P6 ahead is now 12 seconds.
Thank you.
Inside.
You're welcome.
Hold your line. Clear inside.
Thank you, Peter.
The gap to 8th place behind is now 13 seconds.
And Orndorff's gonna catch up to us too.
The gap to P6 behind is now 3.8, 1 lap ahead.
I guess I'll take P7.
You've just done a 18.6.
You felt like you were getting thumb issues when you had games on your phone? Nah, it's true.
The gap to 6th place. Behind is now 2.7 seconds. 1 lap ahead.
There's one point with work because of having to use particular buttons over and over again. I was like, I can't bend my pinky really anymore.
The gap behind is now.
So I ended up
11
getting a
seconds.
keyboard that had macro keys on the side, so I didn't have to like hold down control or shift or whatever to use special commands. I could just program them
Lap
into
time
one
was
button,
19.1.
and it was a lifesaver. My hand even feels better because of that. It was like the best move ever, doing a macro. We got the battle for the lead. I'm staying high.
Car inside. Hold your line. Clear low, car low.
But not for you.
Clear inside.
Why does my session timer say 40 seconds? Because it doesn't seem like 40 seconds where we're at here. I'm only 2 laps down.
The gap to
Maybe that was the
P9
guesstimated
behind
amount
is now
time the race would
1.4.
take,
One
but then the
lap behind.
cautions made it longer. We got 15 laps to go, and we're 2 laps down, so 13 laps to go. My tires are toasty.
That was 18.7.
That battle up front is ridiculous. He's putting so much pressure on him this whole time. There's not much he can do unless he wants to get elbows out with it. Because I think Carpenter's gonna... Oh, is he... Oh! I wish we got a good view of
That
this.
lap was 18.7.
I was looking at it. I messed up. I think I could have sworn he had the
Hello.
back bumper to him.
Clear
Or
inside.
the front bumper to him, I mean.
The track
Oh, Clayton's on the way.
temperature is
What?
now 95 Fahrenheit.
No.
Clayton is gaining on you.
I
The
was
gap
just
is now
letting people go to
3.2.
have fun. No, Clayton. You're not allowed.
The gap to P3 behind is now 0.8. 2 laps ahead.
No. I was not paying attention. I was just lollygagging.
Got a car outside. Car inside. Still there. Clear car low. He's still there. Clear inside.
There we go. We got through that as painless as possible.
That was a 19.1. The gap behind is now 1.6.
Stay back there, Clayton. You're not allowed. I was not paying attention. I was just out for a Sunday drive there for a little bit.
You've got 1 gallon left. Carpenter,
Oh.
car number 77, is now leading.
I just gotta hold the bottom.
Car high,
I gotta hold the bottom.
still there.
Nowhere to hold them.
Still there.
Oh my goodness, what happened? Did he get in the wall?
P8, that lap was a 19.1. He's still there.
What is going on?
Clear high.
Dang it, that's what I get for just lollygagging. I was just driving around. No big deal. And I lost a spot because of it. That's what I get. That's what I get. Never safe.
Robert, the next car is Clayton, car number 0, a 5, A license, and their rating is 1.8. Two laps left. P8.
Dang, I can't believe I gave up P7.
Car down low. White flag, lastly hello. Your lap time was a 18.8.
GG.
P8. That's the end of the race. Bad luck,
I am
mate.
so
That's the end
glad
of the
I went
session.
a lap down. That was awesome to watch in front of me.
I'm sweating. Holy God.
Watch your speed.
Finish with 1 lap of
Look out
fuel
for the
left.
pit speed limit. Box in 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Well, that was a race. Take a look at the cautions. Oh, one column. There we go. We had a good start because we got on the inside. Kyle got stuck on the outside. And then we also had a good restart after that first caution. Where's that? Didn't see the caution to be. Okay. Was it? No. Was this? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Kyle's about to get by me. And who got no? Oh, there it is. Oh, just absolutely took him out.
Used the right front way too much.
Well, don't do that to your tires.
I have to. I have to get in line. I mean, jeez.
I tell you something nice, Struggle. I like driving, like it feels more natural to me because it's a stock car, but it also I realize how much I rely on the brake bias when it's not there. Like I love messing with the brake bias in mid race and not having it. Oof.
Oh, you're a Ryan Blaney, right? Every
guess
lap,
so.
every turn.
Yeah, I'm always adjusting it. Dude, Clayton, I was just lollygagging. I thought I was like talking to chat, and all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute. There's a white name behind me. They're on the same lap.
I was sitting there, I was like, there's like 20 some laps left, and I had passed you, and you were like falling back behind me a little bit. You were like maybe 3 or 4 seconds behind me, and I was like, 20 laps. I was like, I mean, I'll push it, but I don't think I was like, maybe if he burns up his tires really bad or something, like maybe there's a chance.
I wasn't
like,
it wasn't even the same, like I wasn't in the mindset whatsoever. I was just driving around. Oh, you want to go by? Sure, whatever. I'm just finishing this race out, and then it was like, oh no, what'd I do?
Yeah, and it was like he's like, you're catching on the car in front of you. He's 8 seconds ahead of you. It's like 8 seconds and like 20 laps is like no way. And then like 5 seconds or like 5 laps later, I saw your name pop up on my thing. I was like, whoa. So
Now,
you must have
kudos to
been
you,
really
dude.
like letting him through.
I was literally just out there for a Sunday drive at that point. I was like, I capped out at 7th. I'm just gonna finish this. Everybody can go by. I didn't even think about you getting up to me. So kudos to you, staying hungry.
I like that you were trying to fight me off there too. It's good job.
At that point, I was like, there's nothing I could do. If I go on the grass, he can't pass me, but low at least.
Yeah, I tried to bump you a little bit, and I was like, oh, I'll try to see if I can get him on the outside. And I was able to have enough tire to, I guess, get you on the outside. So I was like, oh, good.
No,
I
that
didn't
was
have to
funny.
like sit there and bump around you.
That was funny. I was so mad at myself, but it was funny. Do we have our winner here? Carpenter. Oh yeah, I gotta look at the results here. Carpenter Gold.
I am ready.
Yeah, you guys look like you were tandem racing for like the whole second half of that race. So
Oh my lord.
I'm
the
pretty
worst
sure
part
I
is
saw like a chain attaching both your bumpers.
Dude, and I'm over here racing, sweating, and next thing you know, I look over, I'm forgetting my heater on, so my whole right side's just cooking
Jeez.
the whole race.
We need some fluids from the medics over at the pit lane.
Medic! Oxygen! Laddie!
Hey guys, I gotta get off here because I gotta be getting ready for work. But great racing. I did not have any pace tonight, but it was still fun. I'll catch you guys next week.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm sorry
dude.
for the bump. I'm glad you understood, though.
Hey, dude, like I said previously, that kind of bumping, perfectly fine. I was like, oh, he's really wanting through here now.
I had
Good
Jerry
stuff.
licking his chops behind me. I'm like, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Yep. I was like, oh man, I was like, don't want to go a lap down. I don't want to go a lap down. But I had to go a lap down, so it's good.
All right, man. Thanks for understanding.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right, Carpenter. Here's the microphone. Talk about your win.
Nick made me earn it, that's for sure. Seemed pretty good. I didn't like the new set of tires I got from the caution around halfway. It seemed like they were worse than the first set that we had before I pitted when they were wore out. But somehow made it back to the front after the caution cycle. I took 4 tires on the pit stop. Seen it was a little bit longer of a stop to take 4 and however many gallons. So I was like, well, it's caution, so and I'm at the front, so let's send it. So I did, and come out and then had a Lane and Kyle Cleveland in front of me, and they were racing and got around one of them, and then followed Kyle for a little bit, and then got around him, and then seen Nick in my mirror. He's smashing the intimidator button, and he finally got there, and I knew I had to run. I was more arcing the corner in, and he was running a shallow line in on both sides. And this last half of the run, I was like, I gotta take his line, because if I let him do that, he's gonna get around me. And then we got down to like 20 to go, and I was doing everything I could to keep him behind me. And the front right was wore out. I was overturning the car just to make the corner. And then he got around me, and I battled him. We had an awesome battle. The last, I don't know, 15, 20 laps at the end was a ton of fun.
Yeah, I was watching it, trying to keep up enough just to see it because it looked good. So kudos to you guys. You also took a 3-point lead in the overall championship standings and a 7-point lead in the oval title standings. So nice job tonight, bringing in a lot of points. Let's go to, well, we heard from Nick. I think pretty much probably said all you wanted to say. And then Blaine with a top 3 finish, battle with Cleveland there for that spot.
Yeah, man, I had a blast. Name of the game was, saving tire. I always shock myself whenever I qualify near and between the greats, as in Jerry and Gould and Kyle and Mitchell. I always shock myself whenever I do that, and much less racing with them. But yeah, had some good battles, and overall was a good night.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, Cleveland, you had a tough start, but a nice recovery after getting stuck on the outside there. But I guess you got caught up in a lot of traffic trying to fight your way up.
Not really. Definitely just got stuck on the outside there, but I think I only lost. I mean, the spot to Mitchell, who behind me, and then you again, or not again, but you is the second car that got around me. When Orendorff got around me, I kind of dummied him and got him with the crossover and was able to push back towards you. And then once I got to you, I kind of just was gonna take my time and not try to use my tires up too much, but caution came out and able to get around. Well, that I don't know what happened there on the contact between us, but just I know that it was close, and I was gonna follow you through uh, under Mitchell, and just I think you maybe got a little loose or something, or checked up a little bit, and I wasn't ready for it or whatever, but I just barely got you,
I don't even remember to be.
and then yeah, but I definitely used my tires up more than the guys in the top three on the first run. And then going into the pits, tried to make sure I didn't have my fast repair checked. And as I was unchecking it, I slid through my box and then backed up into it and was taking 4 tires and decided I'd take left or just rights, uncheck the lefts, and then sitting waiting for fuel. And I'm like, that's got to be way too much fuel, 70 laps. And so I cut it off and went out the pits. And I'm like, that's not enough. Had like 75 with 80 to go coming out of the pits and just clutched on the under the cautions, and I don't know if that helped that much, but just barely made it by the skin of my teeth with 1 lap remaining on fuel there at the end.
That's crazy.
Was definitely just content with getting a lap lead and running out of fuel or having to pit and drop to the back on the caution if we got one, but that was I almost completely ruined it tonight, so scraping by with a lap lead and a P4 is a win for me.
Nice. I think Nick also left early and had to go back in the pits too. So kudos to him making his way back up to P2.
Yeah, I didn't want to go through the hurt because I didn't know if there was going to be a caution or not. I said, it's now or never. You might as well rip that Band-Aid off and go to the rear. I have enough fuel. I still had enough fuel for a 15-lap sprint at the end. Could have went for another 15 our way.
Jeez. Yeah, it was interesting on fuel getting to the window with all the cautions that were popping. Mitchell and Orendorff, you got anything to say about your races?
Lane's giving me a little too much credit.
Oh, geez. Not being so nice, guys.
No, it's not. I definitely.
Well, you know what?
Pace to handle running up near the top 3, so no big deal. That second set of tires just were not it, and it might have just been me being a little leaning on them a little bit more because I wasn't leaning on the other set as much. So they probably just didn't like me about halfway through that run. So
interesting how everyone didn't like the second set of tires. I guess depending on how the rubber was built up into the track or what. It did. They did.
I took 2 and mine felt fine. So maybe it's the 4 freshies.
Yeah.
My fastest lap was on 78, and all your guys is on 2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 3, 4.
I only took right side as well.
Yeah, I only took two, but I think it was because there was still heat on the left sides that made a huge difference to help the car pull down. Whereas you guys were arcing the turn, heating up the tires right away up ahead. Because I struggled to break in a couple times the first couple laps. I was trying to find my zone, and the car was just sliding in because of the cold tires. The left side had grip. It was just all the weights on the right side, so it would go up the track.
I had to uncheck the tires last second just because I was going to go. I got the lucky dog because for some reason Clayton pulled in the pits too early. He would have had it, but he gave it to me. And then I realized that I was not going to be able to pit and stay on the lead lap so I unchecked them. But I guess it worked out because it didn't feel too bad.
Kudos for doing it.
I think felt good. I think I had 99% on the lefts, is why I unchecked it. Well, that and I slid through my box, so I was trying to save as much time as
Dude, I felt like Bill Gates's tech program trying to get into my pit stall. I was too busy clicking all the black boxes and trying to like be at pace, not speeding, and not hit the wall, and be in my box, and not go
It's
over
the
the
worst.
sign. Oh man, there was a lot going on.
That was a long race.
It was.
This track
That
always
was-
makes me dizzy.
There at the end, that was. I don't know how many times I've said it this season, but that was one of my favorite races.
That's awesome.
Just the battling, because like literally he got by me, and then he got inside of me, and then I was like trying to like hold him there, and then finally he got around me, and then I give him the old chrome horn a little bit, and then I just barely got back to his inside, and then like we just battle like that, and then he tried to be all sneaky and stuff, and just he backed out super early going into one, and then I'm like, okay, I know he's going to give me the bumper now. So I was hitting the apron, everything I could to just get to stay in front of him and get away from him. I couldn't. And then he gave me a big old shot right there in the 3.
I saw that little boop on the last lap. I was like, is that after the checker or during?
That was great.
I wanted to hit him, but I didn't want like how the angling was coming. It was like it's gonna be a 50-50. I'm gonna wreck him. So like right when I was gonna hit his bumper, I hit the brakes just so I wouldn't send him around.
Yeah.
And like I thought I would have had enough to get him like sideways and come to the outside, but as soon as I throttled up, it pointed towards the wall. I just got out of it and let him get his stuff back together. Away we went again.
I think if you didn't get out of it, you might have wrecked him because that actually turned his car pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like you gotta be. The shots are. I'm still learning it too. Like it's a learning progress for sure. Because I could have gave him probably it earlier, like in the lap time, like not the white flag, but the second to 2 to go. But I waited too late, so I tried to give it all I could on the last turn, but I gave it too much, so I panicked mid-motor, like, nope, it's gonna be big, so I hit the brake real quick.
I just saw the bump from Carpenter on lap 148. That was pretty good. That was like perfectly timed.
I thought it was like 20, like the last 20 laps we were doing, and it's only like the last 10. Like it felt like forever.
Yeah, they said 20 to go. I'm like, oh my.
At that point, I hadn't realized I gave up my race to Clayton as well. I was just in La La Land, watching you guys battle.
I let go of the wheel when he bumped me and the car turned sideways. I let go of the wheel and let it straighten itself out and grabbed it and went on.
Poor Clayton, man. He's probably getting over your bumper. The guy moved down in front of me, and me and Jerry were battling hot. I'm like,
that was when we were trying to stay on. We were both trying to battle for the lucky dog.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't. Like, I just can't.
That was a scary like lap and a half.
Oh, dude, I was like, Jerry, have patience, please. Like, if we get gnarly through this, it's gonna not end well.
I don't even know when that was. I want to go watch it, but yeah, that was crazy.
I gotta thank all the guys, like the lap cars that actually get out of the way. I never say thank you because it's kind of hard sometimes when you're in the zone, but yeah, 100% thank you.
I was glad to go a lap down to see that ending there.
Sometimes you just gotta grab the popcorn, you know.
I mean, I really zoned out. I mean, I was like, oh, right, I gotta make sure that cow's not catching me. I just don't know watch YouTube.
It's not too often that we get to like really battle for, like when we run the NASCAR, the big stuff or whatever. It's not too, like sometimes it can, but like
it's rare. It's way rare.
More, a lot more rare than this thing. Like even the street, well, I guess the street stocks too, but it depends.
Street stocks, super lates, everything.
This right here was
short track stuff, man.
It's happened multiple times, and it's just really good to drive. It just depends on where you're at, how the bump does, and how the angle and everything. And we didn't we didn't test it in practice either, so we didn't know how it was gonna work.
Yeah.
Any other car would have went around, I feel like any other car except for this
Oh,
car. This
yeah.
car like can take a good punt and just slide up type deal.
It's
Whereas
weird.
like the street stock lifts the rear and it'll just, you know what I mean?
And then this car, the only thing I feel like that's weird with this car contact wise is if you make contact with someone below you, it's really
Yeah.
easy for them. Like something weird I don't know if it's been fixed or not, but like especially I think one of our early races, I think maybe I had an incident with Mitchell or something. It's just like the car does this weird physics thing sometimes when you get hit on the outside. Maybe when we're at the bigger tracks, it's more easy to tell, but yeah.
I know I hit Jerry on the inside, like when he was on the outside, because I crossed the paint and I slid up. But it held us together a little bit, but like luckily the line spread out type of deal. We were coming out at 4, so he went up towards the wall. I stayed lower. So it separates us. But like, yeah, I'm figuring depending on like the turn, how much lean in, like say Charlotte, if you lean on the guy in the Charlotte, you guys are probably going up to the wall type of deal. The iRacing physics. I think it thinks like because of the tire like
Sticking out a little.
yeah, it thinks it has like modified tires basically.
We got
That could be something to do with physics.
Sebring Club next. Next week's the doubleheader. We got Sebring Club for a short race, Charlotte Motor Speedway for a short race, which will be the super drafty Talladega type thing in these cars. And then Martinsville and Iowa to close out the season after that. 2 longer races.
Get your corn ready.
Yeah, good mix of tracks. Close it out. Thank you, everybody.
Heck yeah, that was fun. I'm
Y'all have a
sweaty.
good night. I'm sweaty.
Too.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Hey, yo.
Yes?
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
See y'all.
All right, bye.
See ya. See you, Mitchell.
Later.
Alrighty. Well, that was fun. I was very tired heading into it. I think I did okay. I'm still sad at myself for giving up 7th. We could have finished where we qualified, and I gave it up being silly. But we went in knowing we didn't have much pace, so that's fine. Thank you, everybody who stuck with me and watched here tonight. I don't think we had too big of a crowd, but appreciate it. Thank you, Shafi, for hanging out and chat. Good night. I'm gonna log off and find something to do. Go to sleep. I don't know. See you next time. Bye.